Hi Mason Comets, I'm Kelly Watson from the University of Alabama, and when you're looking for your ideal school, it may not be here in Ohio, and that's okay. So I just want to let you know that out-of-state school doesn't necessarily mean that it's out of reach. Think about what colleges you want to go to and think about all of those characteristics, whether it be your major, what kind of activities that you're interested in, whether it's a public school, a private school, a religious school, or anything like that. Think about all those things that envelop the school, and then think about geographic location. Geographic location can be an important part. If that school just happens to be in another state, don't rule it out because of where that location is, although for some people that may be a big draw based on either the weather or a big city or even family and friend connections. For other people, because it has absolutely no connection and they don't know anyone, that may be a way for you to expand your horizons as well. So it's nice to be able to look at those schools and include them in your search if they just happen to be a good fit for you. Things that you need to know when you're looking at those schools are the admission process and the different criteria they use. Some schools do have a cap on how many out-of-state students that they're going to admit. Some have different admission criteria for their out-of-state students as well, while other schools look at you exactly the same as their in-state students, so find out the information. Otherwise, the admission process is often the same as an in-state student, so don't be worried about that. Then there's often big concerns I hear when students are looking at an out-of-state school. Doesn't it cost more to go out-of-state? Sometimes yes, if you're looking at a public school, there is that in-state tuition versus out-of-state. Don't necessarily be worried about that. There's often a lot of scholarship dollars that are given to out-of-state students. So look at the scholarships. If you're going somewhere close, maybe some of the Indiana schools or Northern Kentucky may have tuition reciprocity, or look at some external scholarships. Your counselors can help you with that. Then also I hear distance. Isn't that crazy? Well, look at whether you're going 2 hours away or if you're going 8 hours or 20 hours away. Were you planning to be home every night for dinner anyway, or are you planning to really get involved on campus and be doing things on campus? Does that distance make a big deal? And with planes and with carpooling and things like that, you're going to be able to get home for the weekends that you really need to get home for and those breaks. You'll be able to get to know a lot of people on campus when you're looking at jobs after college and internships and that. Out-of-state schools have networks all over the country just as well. Many of them have those networks here in Cincinnati too. So if you wanted to come back to Cincinnati after college, that's quite a possibility too. So out-of-state does not mean out of reach. Go Comets!
Hey, this is Derek Feldman. I'm with the admissions office at UC Blue Ash College, and just wanted to give you a quick summary of my presentation tonight. Tonight I'll be talking about finding the right college fit, because as you know, there are lots of factors that go into fit. One is location, two is size, three, do you want to be in a public school, private school, do you want to be in an urban, suburban, rural, environment? How many majors, how many students, are in the school? What part of the country? Is it religious affiliated? There are lots of different things to consider when we're talking about the right college fit. And of course, the big one is cost. Tuition plus your room and board, travel, food, if you need any additional software, laptops, these are all different things that you have to consider when you're thinking about college fit, right? So for everyone, it's going to be different. So it's important for you to get out and be able to explore and find as many colleges as possible just to kind of compare. If we look at Cincinnati, for instance, within a 1 hour radius of downtown Cincinnati, there are approximately 52 colleges. So between Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky, that's over 50 colleges that you could possibly explore. Now, I know you're not going to go to every one of those, but I'm just giving you an idea of what's out there. So the best way to figure out fit is to not visit the school's website. That's a place to start, but that doesn't really tell you exactly what it's going to be like. You actually want to get your feet on the ground on that campus, talk to people there, speak to faculty, talk to the staff, and more importantly, talk with students, figure out what their experiences are. Do they have sports? Are there fraternities, sororities, religious groups and organizations? Whatever you're into, you want to find a place that again, can offer what you're looking for.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Rokamp. I am the Territory Manager for The Ohio State University here in Cincinnati. Tonight I'm going to be covering the essay for the college application. Some of the main things that you'll want to focus on when you're writing your college essay is to make sure that first and foremost you're answering the prompt. The most important thing you can do is make sure that you're answering the question that you're choosing and talking about everything you need to, but again, making sure you're answering that prompt. Writing what you want us to know. Don't worry about trying to write what we want to hear. We've heard it all, we've read it all. We want to hear what you have to say to us. So make sure you're using your voice, telling us what you want us to know. The last piece is probably to make sure that you are proofreading. So make sure you're going back and editing, triple editing, making sure you're checking for spelling and grammar. Have someone proofread your essay for you. But be careful. Make sure that you are not having someone proofread it to the point that it no longer sounds like your voice. So you want to make sure that it still sounds like you, but that you are making sure that there's no mistakes and that it sounds like a strong essay. So good luck.